Hello, everyone. It's Master Dawnbreaker here. Today, I will like to talk about addressing on versatility issues. Second type. If the low versatility issue somehow involved with high hero tiers, I propose the following solutions. This following proposed solution assumes that the hero tier that the player has is at least platinum tier. Before queuing up for the matches, the player that has at least platinum tier need to write out the conditions for them to do their best and what their specified roles is all about. These conditions can either be writing out on the spot or it has been wrote earlier. The players just read it. When queuing up for the matches, both teams, be it Radiant or Dire, will have to decide whether it is suitable to let the player join their team given the specified conditions and the role that the player specializes in. If this was done right, even though this is unfair, but most probably the players that has both low versatility and high hero tier issues combined will be having high rank players as their teammates or enemy side. While in the picking or banning phase, the player that has both low versatility and high hero tier reserve the right to unban and ban a hero. If let's say the team is a team consists of legit platinum to grandmaster tier players, then the right to unban and ban a hero simply does not exist. The right to unban and ban a hero only exists if the team consists of no more than 3 low versatility and high hero tiers players. There are a lot of things that need to be considered. First of all, the burden of Dota 2 and their servers. To reduce the burden and also make the high hero tier and low versatility player life easier, they will need to ask any high rank folks that is in one of top 3 brackets, which are ancient, divine and immortal, to have certain amount of classic rank matches or role rank matches. The high rank folk then needs to decide which rank they are going to play in for a certain amount of matches. Let's say playing in Guardian is not matching with the player's skills, then proceed with one rank which is Crusader, and this process goes on until the high rank folk thinks that the bracket suits the player. This is manual calibration which will not deduct the high rank folks MMR. To encourage such calibration, Dota 2 and its community may have open campaigns or even take a small amount of budget out to give to these high rank folks. However, Dota 2 and its community should bear in mind that this should not become the main source of income for those high rank folks. Hopefully the high rank folk will not throw the player. In either teams that witnesses this manual calibration, their MMR will not reduce or gain. Secondly, after the players settle in their new rank, there might be a huge trust issues and coordinate issues exist between the new calibrated player and the current ranked players. Since the player is newly calibrated, they will repeat the same learning curve they experienced beforehand in terms of skills, etc. So to prevent trash talking or toxic talk, or even reports found on the newly calibrated player, teammates, not enemy team, it might be best that the team of the player reside in gain 30 MMR for each member if the match wins. If the match loses, each member will not deduct any MMR. There will not be any MMR gaining or losing mechanism for the player. Third, the MMR gaining mechanism for the player. After the player able to perform well in the bracket, the player can request for manual calibration from high-ranked folks again. However, this time, instead of going for normal manual calibration, the high-ranked folks need to first discuss with the player on how they want to do the calibration. It must be performance-based and things related to that hero they are using. For example, is my Dawnbreaker way too good at this bracket in creating space using my own way, apply global pressure, superb global awareness? Was I calculated enough? Was my item build versatile enough? These are performance-related things that the player needs to state out to the high-ranked folks. The manual calibration in this time was based on performance and not normal performance on the specified roles they are in. This was needed because at this point of time, whatever roles that the high-ranked folks are playing in are usually normal roles based on general guidelines. This does not apply to players like me. The manual calibration at this time needs to be based on the performance stuffs stated by the player and not based on general guidelines on the roles they play. After considering the considerations, the player no longer required to have roles to play in role rank match. It is up to the player to decide whether to play in role rank match or classic rank match. As decision was already made by the team, the player have the rights to view the draft of the team to decide to join or not to join. Once a match starts or he or she decide to join the team but ended up leaving the game, this will still be considered as abandoned. For this second type of proposed solution, it will only serve as a protection mechanism for the player that has at most 3, by default, heroes that is at least platinum tier. This proposed solution will take its effect on unranked, turbo and opaque, and ranked matches classic role. Whether this proposed solution agreed by Dota 2 and its community on Captain's Mode rank match is something that worth to discuss. Right now, at the moment, I have no ideas on how the partying with the player's friends will work, as these two proposed solutions only work when they are playing solo. Can it also be applied to partying? I am not really sure about that. I think it could work as well when the player party with their friends, but I am not quite sure on that. Before the banning mechanism introduced into Dota 2, Dota 2 is a mobile game that is no different compared to when I was writing this speech. What I hope is Valve and Dota 2 community opens the other way to let low Versatility players reach whatever ranks and MMR they desire, instead of just focusing on only one pathway, which is to have high versatility on the players playing Dota 2. Versatility issues will always be the curse issue in Dota 2. Even if the proposed solutions were indeed added by Dota 2 and agreed by the community, I will still believe that there is an extent to what ranks can the low versatility players achieve. The irony is that despite I want to be an immortal playing only my Grandmaster Dawnbreaker, and there is indeed players that has low versatility, reach immortal rank. Refer to some YouTube channel for more information. I doubt if I can ever reach to that rank. Another thing worth mention is right now at the moment, I do not really know whether is it possible for Dota 2 to have a new MMR gaining mechanism to general audiences instead of just plain win games. MMR lose reduces MMR. I think it will be better if MMR was gained through either performance or winning or losing a match, a binary option for players. Maybe by doing that, there will not be so many deliberate throwers or stubborn players, which might make Dota 2 a better place. That's all for this video. Thank you very much.